Welcome to the Bogart Podcast.
What's up, party people? This is the David Partial Project.
The David Partial.
Coming at you live from the Shed Studio.
Yeah.
In Bloomfield, New York, 14424.
Yeah.
You know how we do.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Bogart Podcast.
No, this is the David
fart.
Partial Project.
The David Partial Project. Season 3,
Pirate
episode 3? Yeah.
China.
We have better buttons. Fired.
Okay, so this is season 3, episode 3. I'm Evan Bogart. With me is David Partial. And
As always, I'm David Partial of the David Partial Project.
Nate
We
Tooley.
got Nathan Tooley.
Bratman.
Nathan James Tooley the first.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah.
So
Coming at you live from the David Partial Project.
David Partial Project. Okay, well then, if you want to take over as the David Partial
Email
Project.
the show. www.pornhub.com. Call the phone number.
But
585
Jesus Christ.
229 6669.
This week's episode
69
is brought to you
6699.
by Ghost Energy Drink. Ghost Energy Drink. Absolutely one of our sponsors. What's that thing?
That studio lights.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So email the show, the Bogart Podcast.
Yeah, email the show.
I don't even want to say anything because you're just going to fucking interrupt me.
At least he's not eating chips this time.
Yeah, so email the show, the Bogart Podcast at gmail.com. Find us on all social media platforms.
Including Pornhub.com.
Yeah. OnlyFans.
Ooh, we
Farmers
should make an OnlyFans.
There's a lot of podcast people that do that. They have OnlyFans and shit.
Did you know you can make a video on YouTube of like your asshole and your balls and your penis, and as long as you talk about educational stuff the whole time and do it real professional,
Oh, really?
they won't take it down. Yeah. So, you know, you can say thanks
Interesting.
China.
for that one.
But yeah, so we worked on the shed a little bit more.
They worked on the shed.
Yeah, I would say
I
it's
didn't do
about
shit.
90% operational, and it'll
Yeah,
be
it's-
90% operational until further notice.
I mean, it's operational.
Yeah.
It's 100% I like the power cable.
Yeah, our little ghetto
Extension
rig,
cord, yeah.
extension cord. We had a news article thing that we wanted to do, but we can't fucking figure it out.
What was it about?
Well, we'll talk right
This
into it.
Jambroni was at an Italian eatery, and he claims
He saw
there
Bigfoot.
was a foot of a rodent in his minestrone soup.
So
I thought that was in minestrone soup.
yeah, it was in his
No,
minestrone.
I mean, like,
soup.
I thought that was like a normal
Well, if you get
ingredient.
if
in
you
all
get
Italian food.
Campbell's minestrone soup, it's an ingredient.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
So
China.
this guy found a rat foot in the minestrone soup, sued Olive Garden, right?
Oh, Olive Garden. Blech.
Sued
When you hear your family,
yeah, well, your family. So he sues Olive Garden for like $70,000 or something like that, and so this is what blows my mind. I don't know if this guy should get it, because if you're at a restaurant, right, you didn't prepare your food, you're paying someone to prepare your food for you, like, you have no say what's in it.
I mean, it seems
I was-
reasonable to not.
spacing out. I wasn't paying attention to anything you were saying.
Oh my God.
It seems reasonable to me.
You think
I
so?
don't feel like I'm being crazy when I say, if I'm paying you to make me a meal and there's a rat's foot in it, it feels like I got a case. At
True.
least
I
for
don't know.
a free meal. I don't know.
That what I think the guy should have done was just be like, hey, can I get Olive Garden for the rest of my life?
Sure, but ugh. You know where they serve a lot of rat's feet?
China.
Yeah. So I don't know. We had a news story. We had like a video clip, but the YOLO box is not working. Right, so.
It's too bad too because I saw the guy and he had his nicest high vis yellow shirt on.
He looked like a construction worker.
Honey, you're gonna be on the news. What are you gonna wear? I'm gonna wear what I always wear, Missy. My fucking high vis.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that if you're at a restaurant and you order a meal and you get it, I think it's just kind of like a dealer's choice.
No.
It could be good. It could be bad. You could find shit in it.
Absolutely not.
Not if it's paid for.
It's like, if it's too hot, I'm suing. If it's too cold, I'm suing.
It seems like everyone...
If there's cockroaches, hair, fucking rat's feet.
I don't know about suing. $70,000 seems like a weird number. I don't know why he wouldn't go for like $70 million. Fuck it, right? Just throw it at the wall.
I think it's a reasonable amount.
The lawyer was probably like, "This is an amount that you could probably get."
Best we could do is this.
And I'm taking 35%.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a whole news article clip, but it's not working. I don't know why. Yeah. So how was your guys' week?
Oh man, it was crazy.
Dave, we'll start with you.
I don't know. I have nothing to share.
He doesn't do anything.
I don't do anything.
He's a stay-at-home son.
Yep.
Okay.
Stay-at-home son.
All right. Well, stay-home dad. No stories.
Next question.
Nate, how was your week?
I don't know. The week was okay. Today was brutal. Just a stressful day at work. Stressful bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough being important. It's real hard,
Yeah.
It's hard business being such an important person.
What's our radio companion, the brother Weeze, say when he signs off? It's
good,
nice to be important.
It's good to be nice, but it's
or whatever.
nice to be important or something.
Shout out to brother Weeze.
Who?
The old fart that still does radio.
He doesn't sound like that.
Fuck yeah, he does. You can't understand anything that guy says. Yeah, I don't know. Today was real fucking stressful. The rest of the week was all right.
Oh my god.
Ooh, are those chocolate covered pretzels?
You want some?
Yeah, you want to toss me one of them there? What? While he's getting that chocolate covered pretzel out and ruining the audio of this podcast, yeah.
Oh my
It came back. What is it, a fucking boomerang?
Here, just take mine. Dave gave me one earlier.
No, I don't want that one.
Oh my god.
While I'm eating this chocolate covered pretzel, we need to talk about how fucking fat I'm getting.
How you've gained a lot of weight?
I'm so fat, yeah.
Well, okay, so back in like the high school days, where were you at? Like weight wise?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know. In the 160 range, maybe, until junior year. I can't get this fucking thing closed. Junior year of high school is when me and the boy...
Dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. I'm getting pissed.
I spit. Chocolate covered pretzel. Anyway, he can't help it. He's hungry. You could just not eat.
Yeah, just not eat during the podcast. We're going out to dinner after this.
It's my shtick, man. That's what I do.
It's your
I
shtick,
eat.
but people are listening to this.
No one listens to this.
Not anymore. What is this? Is this chew?
Nicotine lozenges, basically.
Nicotine lozenges. Wow, lozenges. Ah, gross. I've had one of these. It made me feel sick.
China?
Oh, God, that smell. Okay, so junior year of high school is when me and the boys started lifting the weights. So lifting weights and then eating a lot. So I packed on some weight.
He cultivated mass.
Yeah, I'm on like 170s, but I've been up and down.
Okay.
And I've had a couple of shoulder surgeries in the last couple of years.
So yeah, you'd be laid up and all you do is eat, right?
Yeah. I got down to like 190 until until I felt comfortable enough again to start lifting heavier
Okay.
on the shoulder. Probably wasn't a good idea because it hurts real bad, but I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't care anymore. So I've been lifting a lot, like real heavy, like a powerlifting routine, but just for me, that's just an excuse. I'm like, I gotta get the calories in. I gotta build the muscle.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like so unbelievably fat. None of my clothes fit. I have to, my shorts are unbuttoned right now. I have these jeans that have a button fly, and I wore them to something recently. And I had to unbutton every button in order to drive.
Oh no. Yeah, no, when I have jeans, right? And when yeah. So when I was at 220, I had size 36 36 jeans. Now I'm back down to 34.
Yeah.
I lost 2 inches.
I've been wearing 34 still, but
You can't breathe.
barely.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm more like a 35. I don't know how much I weigh. The last time I weighed myself was like last month. It was like 210.
Yeah.
Probably 220 now.
Yeah.
That's amazing to think about that you weighed that much.
Me?
Yeah, because you've always been skinny.
Yeah. I'll throw a picture up on
The picture will be right here.
There you go. I'll throw up a picture of the heaviest I've ever been. All I did was work from home, and then after that, I would slam like 4 beers and all these and I used to pig out every day.
Really? 4 beers?
Yeah, about 4 beers a day.
Immediately after work.
Really? Only 4?
4 double IPAs.
Well, it's like Jim Lee. He had when Randy had a calendar of like how many drinks he should have during the week. He's like, oh, you can have 3 beers Monday, 3 beers Tuesday, and then the weekend you go all out. That was kind of like me.
Is that a flaming hot Cheetos flavored meat stick?
Yeah, I'm waving around a meat stick right now. But yeah, no, I mean, and then when I started working at the hospital, I lost like a shit ton of weight. And then when I started working now at my job that I've been at for 2 months, I lost even more weight. So it's just
Moving around a lot. Yeah, I sit, working from home. I sit. I try to get out for a couple walks every day. But the weather isn't always.
You mean you don't stand up for 1 minute every hour to get your?
Oh, I
standing
do
in?
because my it doesn't even have to be a whole minute. My watch will be like, hey,
Okay,
hey,
thank you.
hey, fatty, stand up.
start moving.
I like on the weekend it'll go, oh, why don't you check your rings? And it'll be like, last weekend by this time your rings were here. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just
Yeah.
I had to stop. I stopped tracking my sleep because you can do that with the Apple Watch now. But it just became something that I was stressing out about. I was just making it worse. So I was like, I'm just not going to do that.
I tried to wear my Apple Watch to sleep. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
No, I always wear it to
I
sleep.
can't wear anything.
I prefer it as
This is
an
all
alarm
for the
clock.
ladies. Anything.
You know where Apple Watches are made?
China?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they make stuff.
Was it child labor over in China?
India, China. Yeah, child labor is cool because they make really good shit and they make it real cheap. So you can make lots of money. We should look into it.
Yeah, we should have kids do this for us.
They can edit the podcast.
Do this. Do everything.
Not skilled labor. Menial tasks like screwing things together.
Yeah.
Fitting into tiny spaces.
Oh, yeah, you can shove them down a coal mine.
They always ask me at work because we have like these feed, like dog food and shit up on the top of the shelves, and so they asked me to go get it because I'm 6 foot. So shit,
Big man.
So
Funny, we got this new setup. we have a TV screen. up on the wall. You can't see it because you're seeing me right now. But anyway, Evan's just looking at the TV screen, watching himself the whole time.
I don't know, man.
It's real distracting.
Yeah, it's
being
real
able to
distracting.
see.
We might have to move that to the other wall.
See, Evan, you got that green light. That means you look at that green light.
Yeah, I know.
Only that green light.
Yeah.
You know what I really appreciate is the camera. David's camera is perfectly positioned on his belly and his pet and his ball and his dick and balls. There it is.
Weena.
It's always your ball. Every time my wife's like, "Ooh, I can see your dick," it's always my right testicle. It's bigger than my right nut. It's bigger than my flaccid dick.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
But anyway.
China?
So, yeah, my week, man. Yeah.
No one asked you.
Yeah, who fucking asked? Hey, Evan, how was your week?
Okay.
Evan,
well.
how was your week?
How was it?
Yeah, so the hip pain is traveling now to my groin and then traveling down to the inner on my leg, and it's just
Have you tried heroin?
Go see a specialist.
I hear it's great.
I'm hoping I don't have a hernia
A hernia.
or whatever. How do you ever say it?
Well, I don't think hernia's going to the hip. I don't know.
That wouldn't be a hernia. No, you probably have a nerve thing going on.
That's what I'm thinking,
A hernia,
too.
you'd be able to feel,
Yeah,
like physically feel it.
I googled it and it said if it have bruising on like the near your crotch area, you got it. But I haven't had it. So
Cock and balls. There's this guy I used to work with that has this big, disgusting belly button hernia that he
Ooh.
refuses to take care of, and he's got this like, he's one of those guys that his body is slender, but he's got a huge bulbous gut.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got this big, gross gut with this like boner sticking out of his belly button.
Trailer Park Boys. Like that guy,
Philadelphia Collins.
Philadelphia Collins. He had the same thing. He had a outie belly button, and don't look at my gut.
What you staring at my gut for?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I ever see him again, I'm gonna call him that. I don't. He probably wouldn't know.
Like, what's up, Philadelphia Collins?
No, was it?
The mustard tagger.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. I mean, and then basically, I don't do anything interesting. I just work all the time. But you know what? I'm getting out of work every day early, and it's affecting my. Yeah, it's right.
Okay.
It's just affecting my paycheck, and it just fucking blows, man. Like I get out, I'm losing like a day's worth of work because I'm getting out so damn early. So
Oh, you've been leaving early because of the pain.
no, because there's no work. We don't have any orders. It's all based on Amazon and
That's a big
Walmart,
red flag.
and yeah, I'm scared that
I would immediately start looking for a new job.
Yeah,
As soon as your hours are based on.
But one of the coworkers said that August is a slow month. So I'm hoping either September. If it's not busy in September, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, do people buy more feed in September than
I don't know. I have fucking no idea.
I don't know shit
It's
about
just
feed.
it's like literally Mondays I'll work 8 hours because all the orders from the weekend come in.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we get out an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours early.
Well, you should just hang out in the bathroom until the end of your shift.
They all leave, right?
Yeah,
when
they probably shut the place down.
they shut the fucking place down. Yeah, you can't
Be
just
locked
stay
out. He
there.
can't get into his electrical bicycle.
And I don't want to go back to the hospital
No.
because I was miserable there. Like the first 2 months I was in the hospital, perfectly fine. But then when I started cleaning up really disgusting shit, the reason why I quit the hospital, right?
It's because your girlfriend.
No, because there's this thing called the red bin. It's where they collect like bodily fluids, like puke, piss, shit. And one day I was doing. One day I did trash and linen, right?
Yeah.
Piss all over my pants, and I'm like, "Fuck this shit." I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't. I mean, it's crazy. So I went and found unemployment somewhere else.
Unemployment?
Found
No.
unemployment.
Not unemployment, but
Soon to be
employment.
unemployment.
Employment.
Yeah.
Maybe you should work at Aldi with David.
I don't work there.
So
When you do.
I showed David a listing that they posted on Indeed. $86 an hour to be a store manager at Aldi's. No joke. I don't know if it was real. I'm thinking someone had.
I mean, if you're the store, I'm surprised that store manager isn't just a salary position. Because I don't have my phone. What's $86 an hour if you just work 40 hours?
Yeah, hold on. What was it? I can.
What's
pull up
the
my
yearly salary? All right. So while you're doing that, they're not just going to give you that job off the street, though. I think
it's a training.
that's wild.
Let's say $86.
That's $3,400 a week.
Damn.
Times that by
Yeah, $34.40.
that's $178,000
Just base salary.
$178,880
Okay.
before taxes.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're a store manager. I don't know how
I don't think that's.
intensive that job is, but
I don't. That's got to be a typo.
that sounds more like a district manager salary to me.
That's like the CEO.
Yeah, that's
No.
like
That's Mr. Aldi.
Mr. Oldie himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sent Dave that listing. I'm like, jump on this because if you don't, I'm going to.
Well, jump on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a typo for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What kind of stuff are you interested in?
Podcasting and only podcasting.
If I could do this, my goal is to do this
Full
2
time.
years full time. 2 years down the road full time. And
Well, we keep at it.
but I want someone to take over the social media thing. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you guys are interested. So.
I don't social media.
We'd have to hire
I
someone.
just watch racist videos on the Instagram.
I can't hire anyone. I can't.
Someday.
just look for college interns. You know, It's experience.
Yeah, it's experience.
Well, we can. I don't know. It's something I could possibly take on.
I don't know. I gotta take one day at a time.
Yeah,
But
we'll see what happens.
but
Got to get some fucking listeners.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Ghost.
Yeah. So this week's podcast, really exciting announcement. We're sponsored by Ghost Energy. Not that one. The one without an H. A different one
Yeah.
is sponsoring.
Chug
us.
it. See how it tastes. But are you sure you want to be having an energy
you-
at 7:24 p.m.?
Do you
You're going to
think?
be up all night.
Do you think if we keep pretending that Ghost is our sponsor, that we can get their attention and they send us a cease and desist? That'd be
definitely
good
happen.
press. Okay, so I'm gonna stand by that. We are definitely sponsored by Ghost Energy. Thank you. Plug. Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Ceased and desist going my way. I'm gonna get something in the mailbox.
I'll tell you the truth though, and I can and I'll say this aside from the fact that they're paying us. I really do like those. Like they're as far
I never
as
had one. This is the first time I've had. It's
they
not bad.
have two things I like. They've got a transparent, like a truly transparent ingredient list. There's no proprietary blend on there. It tells you specifically how much of every single ingredient is in there.
Oh yeah.
As far as, the active ingredients, it's also there's nothing bad in it at all. Like there's no aspartame.
What's in?
But
Because
that's
I
where all the
drank.
flavor is.
I drank a 24 ounce of Monster today.
Jesus
At work.
Christ. I drink a lot of Red Bull.
No wonder you can't sleep, Evan.
I drink a lot of, but it's also got the 200 milligrams is the perfect amount of caffeine. Cause like, I would say the second best for being like a good, actually clean energy drink would be Bang.
Okay.
That's got
That's like 300. So funny story about that.
Way
real quick.
too much.
When at the hospital they have Bang energy drink because like the nurses they work like 24/7.
Bang.
And I had one this was when I was working at home and Laura brought me home one. Laura brought me home one, and I drank it. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
too much.
bad.
It's too much.
It's too much caffeine.
Oh shit.
You moved the camera. But yeah, so I can't. I could probably do about 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's comfortable.
How about you, David? How much caffeine?
He
do you
doesn't drink a
consume?
lot of caffeine.
I don't drink energy drinks.
Yeah,
I
he
have
doesn't
one
drink.
coffee a day.
That's good.
How much is a cup of coffee? It's like 64
I
milligrams.
don't know.
I'm pretty
depends
sure.
on the
I
cup.
Googled
Google it.
Depends.
fuck.
It varies. It varies on the bean, how long you roast it.
Yeah,
for.
I'm not going to Google it because
If
I
you French
Googled
press it,
I think it's like 64.
do you French press generally?
We recently bought an espresso machine on Amazon Prime Day.
Cool.
So I make espressos.
What's your coffee? What coffee do you use?
We use all different stuff. We got
Do
currently.
you use the
what did I
that
use
Guinea
today?
shit?
that real Guinea shit.
That Guinea shit from
China?
No, I'm trying to think. What did I have today? I had decaffeinated cold brew I made last Sunday. Yeah, there's nothing like a nice cold cup of coffee on a hot day.
This guy just drinks coffee because he likes the taste.
The day before, I had an espresso from this coffee shop in Buffalo. The day before,
Just an espresso, not a latte.
or I'm sorry,
or
no, it
anything?
was a latte. Yeah,
Okay.
a hot vanilla latte.
I mean, a nice doppio. I can't remember. Doppio leche or something like that. It's 2 shots of espresso with like a dollop of cream.
Okay,
That's
no,
Yeah.
but to answer your question, I couldn't think of what it was. Lately, we've been having the maple flavor from Finger Lakes Coffee Roasters. So I've been making maple lattes.
Shout out to Finger Lakes Coffee Roasters. That'd be a good sponsor.
Yeah,
I love
sponsor us. We're minorities.
Yes.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what I had. Maple latte.
The only
maple-
coffee that I drink basically is I buy enormous jugs of Tim Hortons coffee from Costco. Just Hortons all the way, baby.
Yeah, when I worked at the hospital, they had Finger Lakes Roaster little shop inside of the hospital.
Yep.
And I used to-
Inside the hospital?
Yeah.
So
like,
it's
it's like
like
a little-
FF then? Is that where you were?
Yeah, FF
Okay.
Thompson.
Yeah.
So
That's where I was born.
Whoa,
So-
that's crazy. So was I.
Oh my God.
I was born in Rochester.
Fucking lame.
But yeah,
So it's
so
been there a long time.
yeah, so you can use your badge.
So
and
like, did
swipe it.
you? Sorry, I'm just messing.
Oh, so you could swipe your badge and then you can get coffee and it'll take it out of your paycheck.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fucked
fuck
up. Yeah.
that. That shouldn't even be legal.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they have something there. It's like a Jamaican me cooler.
yep,
It's like a coolada. Oh,
yep.
it's so fucking,
I used to get those all the time.
Love.
Then I
Finger
started
Lakes
getting
Coffee
cold iced coffee with a shot of espresso in it, and it was good.
pretty brutal.
It was fucking.
It's
good.
I don't know. It's just a little. It's a treat for me to buy a bag of Finger Lakes because it's a premium price. It's worth every penny. I'm not arguing that, but you know,
I wonder where they get their coffee beans from.
I think they get them from.
China?
I don't know if you know this, but
China?
it's really popular coffee.
Was I dumb?
It's the arid hot climate in.
China?
That's good for growing the beans.
Was that a dumb question? I don't know.
Yeah, all coffee comes from
The middle of the earth.
closer to everywhere close to the equator.
You're gonna be
I
just
don't
a
know
little
about
bit,
coffee.
just a little
Venezuela,
bit north of the
Guatemala.
equator, just a little bit south of the equator, all the way around the world.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know much
gotta
about
be-
coffee. I have fucking no idea.
it's got to be just the perfect.
I thought I
wet and hot.
I don't know. I have fucking
My preferred brew method to make coffee is a mocha pot. That real Guinea shit, you know?
I had one, but my dad mooched it off me.
That son of a bitch.
That's all right, because then it's there for me to use if I go over there. Because I'm not gonna really use it at home much. If I need an afternoon pick me up, I'm not gonna take time to make coffee. I'm just gonna drink
crack
an
a cold
energy
one.
drink. Crack
Yeah,
a cold one.
I went down the slippery slope of drinking caffeine again. For a month I didn't have caffeine, and then mornings got rougher and rougher at work, and I drink a lot of caffeine.
Yeah,
So
that's all right. It happens. That's
Yeah.
good. I enjoy it. What'd you drop there?
I didn't drop anything. I've been unplugged the charger, and I noticed it's down to 40%.
Ooh. So we got hot topics. We got.
I got some topics.
Yeah, I got some topics up in here.
Let's let's take a break.
Wait.
No.
China.
What's this one?
Crickets.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, we're going. Oh, don't.
That's the outro.
And then,
Dumbass.
yeah. We got Jesse White's movie review.
What's he reviewing?
A movie.
This
Duh.
week, he's doing
One of his favorites.
Jesse White's Classics Volume 1. So he's going to pick his favorite movie and he's going to review it. And so when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more and
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
China.
China. All right. We'll be right back after this.
Hey everyone, it's Jesse again, and this week I'm reviewing the latest box office disappointment from DC with Blue Beetle from director Angel Manuel Soto. It saddens me to see yet another good DC movie flounder at the box office, and I hope that when they reboot the universe, audiences will give DC yet another chance. Pardon for the inevitable botching of their names, but Blue Beetle stars Zolo Maraduneda of Cobra Kai fame as Jaime Reyes, a young man fresh from college and returns home from Palmera City to find his family financially struggling as gentrification is taking hold in his hometown. Meanwhile, Cord Industries, led by Susan Sarandon's Victoria Cord, excavates the alien scarab to fuel her one-man Army Corps, or OMAC, project. In an attempt to gain employment to help his family, Jaime comes across a young woman, Jenny Cord, daughter of the missing Blue Beetle, Ted Cord, as she desperately hands Jaime the scarab, which attaches itself to Jamie's spine and equips him with an alien armor that can give him any weapon imaginable and allows him to become the new Blue Beetle to stop Victoria and save his family. Blue Beetle also stars Bruna Marquezine as Jenny, Damian Alcazar as Jaime's father, Alberto, Elpida Carrillo as Jaime's mother, Rocosio, Belisa Escobedo as Jaime's sister, Milagro, Adriana Barraza as Jaime's grandmother, along with Becky G as the Scarab Kajida, and Raul Trujillo as the OMAC. Once again, I apologize for completely botching these names. But my favorite role in the movie belongs to George Lopez as Jaime's Uncle Rudy. In case you haven't noticed, the key central theme of this movie, just like with the Fast and Furious movies, is the concept of family. And it really works in this case with the Reyes family coming off as a loving one that will stick together no matter what. I really enjoyed the look and feel of the movie, where it fits very well with other DCEU projects that will likely survive the reboot, such as The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. I also like that they created Palmera City for the movie for Jaime to live in, as opposed to El Paso, Texas in the comics. I've always liked it when DC uses fake cities such as Gotham City, Metropolis, Star City, and Central City, as opposed to real ones. It allows the cities themselves to have some character, as well as what we saw with Matt Reeves and Tim Burton's takes on Gotham in their Batman movies. My only real complaint is that Susan Sarandon drops the ball in the movie. To quote Team America, "Your skills are fading with age, Miss Sarandon." I hope that, just like with Elemental, this movie finds its audience, and word of mouth helps it spread. The movie is a great example of adding much-needed diversity to the superhero genre, and does so without feeling like pathetic pandering like we see in a lot of our media. And I can't wait to see more of the character with the new DC reboot. I give Blue Beetle a 4 out of 5.
Take the blame. Sometimes these things just stay the same, and you know you could never truly defend me. I'm not here to take the blame. You say that I am insane, I think that you are mistaken. We both know you understand.
And we're back.
And we're back. And we're back. All right.
Wow, yeah.
So I got some things I want to talk about.
All right, let's hear it.
We already covered the rat foot in Ministry soup.
And I'd like to point out that you are taking the stance that you are pro rat feet in your food. Just
hey,
fucking
man,
deal
if
with
I,
it.
If let's say
And
this,
you're not gonna sue because you get what you get.
Yeah, if someone's preparing you food,
You're
don't
paying for it.
Yeah, you're paying for it, but you know,
You're paying
it's kind of like
for
a
it.
50-50 shot. You're gonna like it or not. So,
But you're paying for it.
yeah, I don't know, whatever. Richmond and Ridgemont, that song,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
it's getting way overplayed.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I've
Richmond
never
and
listened to
Ridgemont?
it. It's Richmond,
North of
Richmond.
Virginia. Rich Virginia.
He tried.
And
What did you write down?
It's
Richmond of Richmond.
of Richmond.
North of Richmond.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Richmond of
I don't
Ridgemont.
think it is, but
All right. Link in the
What did you say it was? Ridgemont on Ridgemont?
Richmond on Ridgemont.
Richmond of Richmond.
Richmond, north of Richmond.
Anyway,
Anywho, here's the song.
fat guy.
Come on, it's not that fat.
Well, the guy that sings it?
Yeah.
Listen,
No, he's not really that. Bad.
Coming from two fat guys.
I would fucking know.
I would know. He's not that fat.
China?
But yeah. So yeah, I think it's getting played way.
You want
it's
my-
overplayed.
you want
Here's
my
my
fucking
2
stance
cents
on it?
because I'm a professional musician, retired. I haven't heard it.
Really?
Really.
Haven't heard it. I've only heard parodies. I've heard one clip where I guess he, so people say he's blaming all of America's problems on fat people that are on welfare that eat Twinkies or Hostess cakes or something.
Well, the part of the song is like I think it's like the welfare people are getting fed better than the working people.
Yes.
So I mean, it's
Okay.
That's like
It's
Well,
just
you know,
another song where
Jack
he's
Black said it best. The government totally sucks, you motherfucker.
exactly. It's another version of these Republican bootlickers blaming poor people for problems that
Now,
the politicians
you
cause.
said bootlickers, and I heard bootleggers.
Well, he wishes.
and I guess he turned down like an $8 million recording contract.
That's dumb. Listen, I hate
That's
poor
dumb.
people too, but let's not blame them.
Yeah,
for
we
all
should
the
take out the
problems.
pores.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, you could just compost them or something, you know, feed them back to the earth, save global warming.
Yeah.
Okay, so Evan, you think it's getting overplayed?
Yeah, it's getting weird.
Tell us why.
Where is it even being played?
The radio.
The
right?
radio, dude.
Oh man, I haven't listened to a radio and
It was like number 1 on iTunes.
I did
like,
not know that.
Yeah, it's like number 1 on iTunes. It's on the Billboard 100. I think it's number 1.
Jesus,
I think that dude spent
he turned down a record contract.
for $8 million.
Well, that's probably a good idea because record contracts.
Yeah,
are
here's the thing about
specifically
record
designed to
contracts.
fuck
Coming from
you.
2 professional musicians, if you want to own nothing and be, you know, successful, yeah, do a record contract for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if you, it's what do you want? Like money now, but not actually. Your music that you create no longer belongs to you.
It's like, here's an $8 million advance, but you have to pay us back.
Essentially,
That's how record deals work.
Well,
and
they-
we're taking 75% cuts of your merch.
and we now own the rights to your music.
Yeah.
So if you want to lease your music out, we get the money for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's the fucking Beatles. You know, I like Michael Jackson owned the Beatles music rights at one point. It's just, I don't know. It's weird to me. Not that anyone's ever offered me money for my music.
Now, your band's on Spotify.
Spotify,
MySpace,
YouTube,
Pornhub,
MySpace, Pornhub,
Do you get a cut?
Apple
iTunes.
Music.
Do you get a cut of it on Spotify?
Yeah. We have a bank account set up in TJ's name. And it's pennies on the dollar per play,
Yeah.
essentially. I think Spotify pays the most. But it's it's such a small amount that you wouldn't even have to file a fucking tax return for what we make.
Yeah.
$5 a year, maybe.
Really?
That's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
There's no money in it's.
There's no money to be made in the music business.
There's 0.0000001% of all musicians are making all of the money that there is to be made, and they're not even making that much. It's the business side of it, the administrative side. The Spotify and Apple are making fuckloads of money, you know. So that's why you see like musicians in movies and shit. They do other shit.
Yeah.
I remember listening to an interview with that lady. She's the lead singer of Aerosmith. What's her name?
Stephanie Tyler.
Stephanie Tyler.
Yeah.
She said because he did American Idol, he was able to buy a mansion in Malibu. No, not Malibu, Hawaii. I don't know, like Maui or something. And no one else in the band has anything like that because they've never been on TV or what, you know.
We used to watch American Idol all the time, but then I kind of got, I don't know.
Un-American.
I'm eating a big meat stick right now.
Well, after that angry British guy left.
Simon Cowell?
Yeah, he's that show was his
Yeah.
show.
Now he does America's Got Talent, I think.
Yeah, that Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent. There's a branch of that for every first world country.
Yeah. So he does that. But, I mean, it was fun to watch, but then it just, I don't know.
I always liked the stories that
Yeah.
build up, and then the person comes in, they're like, oh, and then
Yeah.
they're like,
There was this one kid that was on it, and he was like, yeah, I got into music, but I was also in a school shooting, and all my friends died in front of me. It's not, I mean,
it's fucking hilarious.
And then he's like, anyway, here's Wonderwall. Wonderwall.
Anyway,
China?
Yeah, I mean, he was like, oh, well, you know, I was in a school shooting, and all my friends died in front of
the
me.
shooter.
And it's like I guess you can. And then what was it? Katy Perry was like, "Oh, America! This is the example why America isn't working." It's like, shut up.
Why? Because that kid can't sing?
Well, actually, I think he made it through the round. I think he made it to Hollywood.
That's
whatever
good.
you call
Because
it.
if you've been through a tragedy, it should really bring out the artist in you.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah.
All right, so Men North of Richmond.
Yep.
What else?
I've never heard that song. All right, here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite dog breed? You, go.
I don't like to have sex with dogs. I don't know why you would ask me that.
Okay. Evan, what's your favorite dog breed?
Beagle and Coonhound.
Okay. Well, mine's a German Shepherd. Okay, now, same question, worded a little differently, sort of ish. Okay, now, favorite human breed?
Ooh,
Go.
definitely whites.
Okay. Undecided.
I don't know. I don't judge people by their color or color. You know.
But you judge dogs by their breed?
I don't know how to answer
Why
that.
can't you have a favorite human breed?
Real story though. I think my favorite breed of dog is like the spaniel, like a Brittany Spaniel, like something like that, in that bloodline, and then definitely whites.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, it's like
Blacks.
Jews. Oh shit! You said that.
China?
So, what do you guys think about Daddy Trump, big DT?
Oh, man.
You think
Well,
what's
Evan
going on
here is a diehard bleeding liberal,
Ooh.
right? So he's like, I hate Donald Trump.
What did he do?
Me,
to
that's
you?
old news. You know, it's like, come on, stop making this guy relevant. You know?
No, well, okay, so he got indicted, right?
Yeah, like 5 times so far. I think this is his 5th indictment.
I think what's going to happen was when the presidential election comes up, he's going to be in jail and he can't run for president.
Nah. Did you know that Donald Trump is the most indicted president in American history. In fact, is the only indicted American president.
Yeah.
Indicted, not impeached. Indicted.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why people don't realize that this only serves to increase his base.
Did you guys see Joe Biden at the Hawaiian? No. It was Hawaii's
Maui.
Yeah, Maui.
Oh, that guy from Moana?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Fucking
Yeah.
But anyways, he was in
seen
Hawaii, and he was at what the fuck is it called?
Maui.
Yeah, I don't know.
A convention center?
No, he was at like
He
something.
was talking to the people of
Hawaii. And this one lady was telling the story about the fires and how it impacted her family. And this fucker is sleeping.
Yeah, and then he's like, "That's cool." Anyway, one time my house almost burned down.
Beau Biden,
He was an American hero.
died of cancer in Kuwait.
No, I
He was
saw.
shot in Vietnam.
I saw him telling a story about when his house was on fire, and his wife, Dr. Jill Biden,
made it out safely.
and their dog.
And the fire was out in 20 minutes, and it was a small kitchen fire.
Every time I think about Joe Biden and his kid, I think of the dad from the Dewey Cox movie. Wrong kid died. I'm just saying, like, every day that Hunter Biden's in the news and Joe just goes, wrong kid died.
I don't know. It's just like this president has to go.
So who you voting for?
I'm not voting for anyone because so it seems like almost every president's like this. We vote for a president, he gets into office, he like probably the first 3 months, okay, then it all fucking goes downhill.
I think Donald Trump was 4 years of pure excellence.
Yeah, it was
He
awesome.
Just pissed.
It
on
was
Congress
awesome. Gas
the whole
prices
time.
were you know.
The only thing I
pretty
liked
nice.
about Trump when he was in office, he brought back a shit ton of jobs. That is awesome.
Yeah, and you know where he brought him back from?
China?
But yeah, so I mean, he got a lot of jobs back into the United States. That's pretty good. The only thing I didn't like about him is when we talked about this before, all this money given away. I don't think it was him that did it, but he supported it, the stimulus checks. I didn't like that.
You didn't like the stimulus checks?
Would you rather
His
all
inflation. That was the reason why
No,
that
that's
wasn't the
got
reason
nothing to
why.
do with inflation.
I think it did.
So you rather
That's
have all of our
taxes.
hard-earned money go to
China?
and Ukraine?
Because we didn't have that bad of inflation before we got these stimulus checks.
It's not because of the stimulus checks. It's
Then
because
once
of the
we got these
lockdowns.
stimulus checks, boom, everything went up in price. Food, fucking electronics, fucking everything went up. I didn't think it was because of these stimulus checks.
No, man, it was because of the pandemic
China?
and the pandemic.
So here's what
and
happened.
The China virus.
So here's what happened.
China?
Released the virus. And then the United States reacted like they closed everything down. Production stopped. Everything stopped.
And
Everything became scarce.
everyone at their houses were
Smoke weed every day.
Yep.
so.
Shit's just whack, man.
So you hear to hear first, folks. Evan hates Joe Biden.
Evan hates Joe Biden. Evan hates stimulus checks, and he blames inflation on the government giving money to people as opposed to spending it on
I don't know, man.
China?
Yeah.
the Ukraine.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not really into politics. I don't care who's president.
Well, this is
You
a
better-
podcast
yeah,
with three
you-
white men.
You better
Everyone
get into
wants to
politics.
hear
This
our
is a
political
politics
opinions.
podcast.
The internet really needed our opinions, so we're gonna give it to them. By golly.
Yeah.
So Daddy Trump's gonna come back, and Daddy Trump's really gonna fucking lay it on thick. You know, he's gonna mop the floor. He's gonna drain the swamp. He's gonna lower taxes. You know, he's gonna stick up to
China.
Haven't really heard from China much lately. I'll tell you this much. I'm sick of the Ukraine. It is my opinion that Russia should just have Ukraine. It was theirs to begin with. We got to stop this shit.
Are they still at war?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
I thought they
Do you know
fucking-
why they're still at war?
Why?
Because we keep giving them money. That war would have been over in 4 days.
Yeah.
We just sent them like $700 billion or $100 billion.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I just made that up. I think it's like 100. I'm getting, because everyone on the internet is mad because Joe Biden signed an order for the residents of Maui to get like $700 stimulus checks. So here we go with more inflation. And and then the same day, he's also like,
Oh yeah, another 110 billion.
Zelensky gets another 100 billion.
Yeah.
Listen, Russia started in Kiev a couple thousand years ago, and then it spread out. And then the Cold War happened, and sections started getting, after the Cold War ended, things kind of went all haywire because there was no Russian government to take over for a little while. So these little pocket countries were like, oh, I exist now. It's like if Pennsylvania was like, we're not in the United States anymore. It's like, no, you are. And so what we do is we strap up with tanks and we just bomb the fuck out of them and we kill everyone in Pennsylvania.
Especially those pricks from Philadelphia.
Kill everyone in Pennsylvania
And we'll call it Philadelphia.
is my presidential platform.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I mean, Joe Biden, again, like I said,
Well, he's
every
also
president we've had, the first 3 months, perfect, but then it just goes fucking downhill.
Barry was pretty cool. Barry Obama was entertaining. He killed a lot of people overseas. I thought that was pretty great. I'm definitely pro war
Pro killing.
No killing.
in the Middle East. Definitely pro killing.
Yeah.
That Mitch McConnell video, like, you gotta put a picture of it, and this is a week old news now, but it's like, have you seen that video?
What is it?
All right, so it's Mitch McConnell. He's
Oh,
the representative from
where he's just like
Kentucky or something.
he's like doing his little thing, and then he's just like,
Oh yeah, the guy that blinked out like completely.
he literally stopped. He rebooted mid.
Oh yeah, I did see that. He fucking. They were saying that he's like, oh, he must have shit his pants, like just like fucking. But yeah, he fucking. He's another person that needs to go.
Well, he's 100.
I know.
there's this conspiracy thing, like if you watch that clip, this like lady comes up and taps him, right, and then he like reboots, right, and then there's a dude who's like, yeah,
Move along.
yeah, but old people shitting themselves.
Ooh,
So when we came up here, and just went to Africa, we were returning the van, and or picking it up. I can't remember which one we were doing. Returning it or picking it up. And we're leaving, and this dude, this old fella's walking across the parking lot to go to the bathroom at the gas station, and he shat himself. And there's this poop just rolling down. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy shat himself.
Funny story about that. I'll tell you a funny story. So
awesome.
back in the day when I used to smoke cigarettes, I would go down to the gas station and
Now we
pick
just
up a
list.
pack of smokes. And I was like, oh, I think I can make it to the gas station and, pick up a pack of smokes. I had a weird feeling that I had to poop, but I was like, I can probably make it back. On the way fucking back of getting cigarettes at the gas station, I had an urge of taking a shit so bad. And then I was running because I had to, take a shit. I shit my pants down on 444.
Oh no, what did you do?
I
You shit his pants.
literally walked up to the steps, took off my jeans. I didn't want to take off my underwear right in front of the trailer because, the whole trailer park will see. So I walk inside and I immediately went to the shower and just rinsed off all the shit on my leg. It was diarrhea too. It was not good.
It usually is.
Yeah, because when you hold in your shit long enough, it just bowels up in your stomach.
It melts inside
It
you.
melts like
inside
chocolate. Yeah.
So I just shit my pants, and I had white shorts on, so that was even 10 times worse.
No hiding it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do
What do you
the
mean?
shorts?
I tossed
Did you
them
keep
out.
them? Throw them
I
out?
just-
Did you say that?
Well, I didn't say it, but yeah, I tossed them out. I threw them in the
River.
He
threw him in the river.
He threw him on the roof.
I threw them in the garbage bin, and I was like, the garbage man could deal with it.
Steps outside on his porch and just flings them.
Yeah.
That's what you do in trailer parks. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Is there a body of water around here? Or,
Yeah.
right here in his front lawn.
My whole lot is flooded.
Oh yeah, there's a good story. So I walk up to the shed when I got here, and nobody wanted to warn me that the yard is a fucking swamp. Luckily, I wore flip flops, but my socks are fucking soaked. I shit myself.
Fucking soaked.
Do you remember way back in the daysicle when you and I both got a stomach bug at the same time?
Yeah.
We were at your parents' house, and so the next morning after David and I were up all night barfing, I was like cleaning out, I don't know, like a barf bowl or something in the sink. And I was just like, and just shit ran all down my leg.
Oh, no.
Well, weren't you like, I want to say it happened a few times. Maybe not. You were trying to make it to the bathroom upstairs and you puked and shat at the same time.
I don't remember if I shat. I might have. I do remember, yeah, I stood up. I was in Nicole's room, and I stood up, and I was like, I'm going to barf. And I thought I had time, but it was just like I took one step, and it was like, just all over the floor.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, that was the worst stomach bug, man. That was just, ugh.
I had one time I was at this camp for Boy Scouts, and I ended up consuming water from the lake.
Oh.
And when I got back home from that camping trip, literally for like 5 days straight, puking and shitting nonstop.
So
I had to stay home from school, and literally we had to put a TV in the bathroom because I was literally on the toilet the whole time shitting. So my parents put a TV in
So you could watch.
so I could watch TV and shit and puke.
Back before we could just scroll Instagram while taking a dump.
Yeah. So it was
Like, what am I supposed to do in here for 20 minutes?
yeah, it was bad. And then so I mean, I've had some shit in my pants moments. So all right, let me pull up my notes.
Let's see what else I got in here. All right, so while you're looking up your notes, the first thoughts that come to mind when you hear the words Corey Taylor.
I don't even.
Slipknot. Big neck, little arms.
No neck having ass.
No neck having motherfucking.
No, mine's the eye roll. It's just like, oh God,
Yeah.
why is this guy relevant?
He's is he relevant? He's got a good voice, but his lyrical work is real cheesy.
You know those hard rock and heavy metal pages? There's like, what is it? We Are the Pit or In the Pit or something. And then there's another thing that's just like him where there's like Rock Feed or whatever, where they're just like hard rock and heavy metal news. And a lot of the times it's like in the comments, it's like, oh, what does Corey Taylor think about this? It's all like, what does Corey think about, Metallica's new album? Or what does Corey Taylor think about blah, blah, blah?
You know, it was real bad. The newest Slipknot album. It was really bad.
I didn't know that they came out with a new album.
They did. Earlier this year or late last year. I can't remember which. Real bad. Real bad. All right. Did you find your thing? Are you reading your label over there?
Yeah, I was reading it.
Right.
But did you want to add more to that?
Nope.
Dave? Okay. So all you can eat buffets,
I love them.
Chinese
just at
buffets.
one-
and
I love
any
them even
buffet.
more.
Any buffet. So now they're charging people when they don't finish their food every pound on their plate before they leave. So let's say you ate 4 plates and then you have a plate that's like half eaten. they weigh that and charge you for that plate because they don't want waste.
That's unethical.
Isn't that fucked up?
You know who does that?
China?
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Okay, what?
Well,
all-you-can-eat buffet.
I read a news article about how these all-you-can-eat buffets are now charging on the internet.
Where is this buffet?
It's on the internet.
So it's not a real
it's
place.
a virtual.
It's a virtual
buffet.
restaurant.
No,
Okay.
it's like they're talking about multiple around.
What is the name of the restaurant?
I don't know. They just it was
I haven't
just,
heard of them. They must be good.
You guys are fucked. Anyways,
Hey, you can't talk to us like that. All right, we are the talent of the show.
yeah.
Thank you for revving your engine. Now we all know how small your dick is.
Yeah. So I mean, like, they're just saying that most of all you can eat buffets are doing this now. So
Not the ones I go to. I went yesterday with a group at work. We went to Tandoor of India.
Mm-hmm.
Tandoor of India in Parrington. It's bussin', as the kids say.
Is it that real guinea shit?
Nope. It's Indian. Not that guinea shit. Great place. They always have Indian music videos playing on the TV, and they're amazing.
Bollywood.
Basically, yeah, Bollywood music videos. Oh my fuck though, man. The food is, and not just eat until it's kind of hard to walk.
like breathe, you can't breathe.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, no. So I mean,
I don't know why you'd have an all-you-can-eat buffet and then put stipulations.
I mean, they're
on
already
whether or not
charging
eat
you
it.
like $20 a plate, right?
Yeah,
well, not
it's
$20 a plate, but $20 to eat there. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, you ate 4 plates, but we're gonna charge you an extra $5 because you didn't finish this last.
That's
one.
really dumb. Yeah, because the food's already on my plate. So you said all I can eat. It's on my plate. I now own the food. Whether I put it in my body and turn it into poopy or not is not. It's irrelevant to you. This is my food now.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 18. It's with a tip. It's like $23 to get out of there every time I go there.
I think I don't know. Last time I was at an all-you-can-eat buffet, it was expensive as shit. I don't remember what the restaurant.
Well, it depends
was.
on how many people you're paying for it too.
Yeah.
I only pay for myself.
And sometimes they have the lunch specials where it's like half off and you can eat. When
I
I
don't know
worked
if I
at
get a half off buffet.
when I worked at the India House restaurant, man,
Do they have an all-you-can-eat buffet?
they have a lunch all-you-can-eat buffet, and I think where I worked at the India House was a drug front.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Money laundering.
That is not a
Or-
good restaurant. I don't think they take being a restaurant very seriously.
No,
And I also never see anyone there. Like,
yeah,
was it busy?
it's when I worked there, we probably the busiest night was probably 5 tables. That was it.
Yeah, it's they're and they've been
It's got to
open
be a drug front or
for
something.
a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
So when I worked there, I mean, I was there for 8 hours and there was always something to do, but like there was no one there.
Yeah.
And then they asked me one day if I wanted to be a bar back at one of their parties. I was like, yeah, sure. So
And you
I
drank all the booze.
well, I'll tell you a little bit more of that later. So I'll tell you now. So when I was at the end of the working there, I was like, fuck this place. I don't want to work there anymore. I used to steal beer all the time. Just when everyone left, they left me to close the restaurant. And I was like, okay. So I would just literally, when everyone left, open a beer fridge, grab 3 beers, and just
yeah.
like
Man,
finish my
drunk
work.
drive home.
Who's gonna stop?
Okay, so how many jobs have you been fired from for stealing?
I've never stolen from a job. Well, but besides the beer thing, yeah. But
Be honest. The world's watching.
I've never gotten fired for stealing. I've stolen from jobs, but never got.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
gotten
one
fired.
restaurant where you stole a Red Bull.
I didn't get that was okay.
What was it?
They
got
had a sting operation.
A sting operation. They caught him stealing.
Sting operation.
Boom, you fired.
I thought it was my friend's Red Bull the whole time, and I was gonna open it and drink it and be like, "Fuck you, fucker," but it was a sting operation and
They were
got fired.
They were that worried about what you were doing?
People were stealing Red Bulls.
They were stealing Red Bulls. I know exactly who was stealing
bait.
Red Bulls.
And his name was Evan Bogart.
And
it was bait, and you.
It was
fucking
bait,
took
and I
it.
got fucked. But you
And
know,
then there's the Burger
I
King. And you were stealing leftover burgers.
Smoke weed every day. Dumbass.
yeah. So I mean, it was at a point where I didn't. This is a point where I was drinking like nonstop. I was drinking probably like 6 beers a day, nonstop, and
It's not that many beers.
Yeah. You know, CDC now recommends 2 alcoholic drinks a week.
They recommend it
No more, no less.
for
As
it
opposed
has
to 2 a day.
It has health benefits.
It has no benefits.
So
So it's
you said
Like
no
if-
less.
if you're gonna drink only 2 a week.
Well, that's kind of gay.
Well, that's the CDC for you.
Yeah, the same
They're
people
the ones that
were
also
like,
recommend
they
masks.
were like, put on this cloth mask. It'll stop you from getting sick. I wore the
It won't
mask.
even- it
I
won't
got
even-
COVID 3
Even
times.
filter farts.
But
I
you know
wor-
what? You could say this though, like people standing around at jobs doing absolutely jack shit. That's stealing. That's fucking stealing. You're just
If you got time to
I don't
lean,
believe
you
in
got
that.
time to clean.
It's classic McDonald's stuff.
Yeah.
That's another one that I don't like because if you track production rates in the U.S. over the last 100 years and you track salary growth in the last 200 years, production rate's gone up hundreds of percent and salary growth has gone up a little bit, except for the people at the top. So if you're going to stand around, like the way I see it is like that 30-minute poop that you take from time to time when you're at work,
That 30-minute
that's
poop
how
that you take in the morning.
you're
or 30-minute
shrinking the gap between how much money you're making for your boss and how much money your boss is giving you. You take the 30-minute shit and then it shrinks that gap just a little bit every time.
yeah. I don't know.
But
Some companies will be real serious about that kind of shit, and that's toxic, and you don't want to work there.
Yeah.
so when you go to work Monday, take a 30-minute shit first thing in the morning.
Well, if you guys are only working
and take a
partial
30
days, I
and take
wouldn't
a
bother.
30-minute shit at the end of the day.
Like sometimes I don't even think
And check in 15 minutes early and check out 15 minutes late.
Yep.
like I think that I shouldn't take a lunch break because I'm already getting out early. So
yeah,
I mean,
but are they going to pay you to not take a lunch break? Because some places won't do that.
Do you have to check out?
There's state labor
yeah, you
laws
gotta
about it,
punch
too.
out to take a lunch, punch
Well,
back in.
I have a salary job, so I'm always on the clock.
Yeah.
From 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
7:30 to 4:30.
From 7:30 to 4:30.
I might get back into advertising again.
No,
Like,
don't do it.
You can advertise this fucking show.
No, he can't.
No,
He's tried.
I tried. Well, I mean, I
Try
post
harder, motherfucker.
I post a clip on like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and
Every day.
Once a day.
Not every
Once
day.
a day,
It's
every
gotta
day.
be once a day.
Every
think-
hour on the hour.
I think it's just a little overkill. I think
Nope.
people
No
no.
such thing.
I
Nope.
don't know.
Every day.
Well, maybe I'll come up with like 4 clips and I'll post them.
Why don't
every
y'all
other day.
drop a comment below and tell us how frequently we should be posting on every social media platform?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's just
I called my sister, who's got a bachelor's degree in marketing,
What did you call her?
and I said, "Listen here, bitch. Tell us what we should be doing." And she said, the first
OnlyFans.
thing was TikTok. You got to fucking hammer TikTok because that is the social media platform right now. And you know where it came from?
China?
It's true.
That's a fact.
yeah.
But I'm on that shit 3 hours a day, man. I'm just bombarded with, and I watch movies because of TikTok. I listen to bands because of TikToks. Like that shit works on me,
Yeah.
you know?
I do Instagram story or not stories, but reels. I TikTok. I don't. it just-
Instagram is for old people now.
yeah.
Which is what David does all day.
Yeah.
All day.
He
So there's
scrolls
a-
on Instagram.
All day, every day.
So there's this kid I work with. He's like 23. And I was like, oh man, I tried to find you on Facebook. He's like, Facebook? That's for fucking old people.
That's a fact.
and I'm
Facebook
like,
is-
oh my God, I'm not
Facebook
old.
is lame.
I don't even use it anymore, man.
Well, you don't. I still do.
I have it to like photo dump. Not even to photo dump because I don't even do that anymore. But I have it to like see. I don't know why the fuck I have it.
To see what your old family's up to.
Invites. I know people that will only invite me to things through Facebook. Like if they have an event, they're going to put it. So the only way I'm ever going to know that it's happening is that way. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know why. No, I do know why. To look at the memories every day. To see the things that
I used to do that.
Because I used to post a lot.
A lot of racist stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like,
oh my God, delete. I can't believe I said that.
Delete.
Yeah.
Like the whole time Trump was president, I was always like, this fucking guy, every time he did anything,
fucking
this fucking crazy asshole, look at the shit he's doing now, always bitching about him. In hindsight, I was wrong. He's the best president there ever was. Sorry.
Donald Trump, great president or the greatest president?
Actually, George W. Bush was the best president in American history.
We should ask Jesse White what he thinks about old DT.
Yeah, I don't know I talk to him once in a while.
Jesse White, what do you think about the old DT? Let us know in the next movie review.
Great president or greatest president?
Oh, you know what? I fucked up. So Jesse White's not doing his his favorite movie review. Yeah, my bad. So he's doing Blue Beetle.
Okay.
That new movie.
I bet your girlfriend wants to see that.
I don't have a girlfriend.
I meant him.
Oh,
I know I was
you're
looking at
me.
you. But
is it Blue? Is it the Blue?
It's Blue Beetle.
Yeah. She doesn't watch Marvel movies.
She would love to watch that one.
Good, because it's not a Marvel movie.
It's not a Marvel movie. It's a DC movie, and it's about Mexican people.
Mexicans.
So
You may know the Blue Beetle from such epic Netflix hits as Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. You mean the
okay.
kid
Yeah.
that plays the Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched what was it, Cobra Kai or whatever it's called. I watched that and
Cobra Kai.
It's amazing.
I've never watched it.
I watched like the first 2 seasons and I was like,
I've been rewatching
it's the
Peaky
same
Blinders
thing over and over again.
I've never seen it.
I only watch shows I've already watched, which is real confusing.
I only watch The Office
That is correct.
every night.
He only watches The Office.
Because I saw this thing talking about anxiety.
I saw that you posted.
I'm like,
that.
wow, that is so true.
Yeah, because you know everything that's going to happen, and it's also like a blanket.
Yeah.
Especially a show like The Office, because nothing really dramatic or bad ever happens. All the emotional things are like romantic emotional things, so it makes you, every time it tugs at your heartstrings, it tugs at your heartstrings kind of in a good way. And it's also really funny, and you've also seen it 400 times, so you literally know everything.
And there's
that's
only a
gonna
few
happen.
episodes.
Nothing to worry
that
about.
I loathe. Scott's
Tots
is one of them,
That's so dumb.
and there's some other ones that I
Pretzel
can't-
Day.
I love Pretzel Day.
Pretzel Day is a good one.
Yeah.
I can't think of any that I don't like.
I think the one where he's given blood and he passes out and he meets that chick.
Oh.
She's the one. That one's kind
Yeah.
of dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're trying, or Stan, or was the
Stanley Hudson.
Yeah, Stanley Hudson
I stutter?
and Phyllis try to get cookies, so they put like fake Band-Aids on, and they're like, he's like, that's not the kind of Band-Aids we use. He's like, oh, we got to go.
Can a canoe support her?
Probably.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, movie and television anxiety too is a real thing for me because I have a hard time dissociating, like reminding myself that it's not real and it doesn't matter what happens to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So I get stressed out.
I used to have really bad anxiety, like really bad. I had to take medication for it, and that's why I was hooked on benzoids. Because they prescribed me benzoids.
China?
Yep, China. So they basically doped me up with these benzoids.
Those are serious drugs.
Yeah, and so I was like, it was just
they're actually more addictive than heroin.
Oh yeah, they're more addictive than any drug because
Alcohol's the most.
Yeah,
by the way.
but so they gave me like these prescriptions for like these benzoids, and so for oh my god,
They're not called benzoids.
I call them benzoids.
Okay, that's fine.
I call them
Benzos?
benzoids.
Do anything from the benzo.
Yeah, so I I took them for when I was 20,
17 years.
when I was 20 years old, all the way up to I think 2 years ago.
Damn. So all
Okay,
through
so
your
14
drinking,
years.
like all those years you were drinking too.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Mixing those.
Have you gotten your liver tested?
No. Yeah, I probably should.
You should.
But no.
Has your dad gotten his liver tested?
Tested for what?
See if it's still there. Not a shriveled up
Tested
prune.
for fucking.
Oh, your dad?
Tested for radioactive fucking particles. Oh yeah.
Is your dad a heavy drinker?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And he smoked for a bunch of years,
yeah.
But now he's on the reefer, so it's okay.
I think I'm going to
which
ask.
has more carcinogens than cigarettes.
Oh, he smokes a lot of dope?
He smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah.
He drinks red
Smoke
wine
weed
though.
every day.
Every day. He drinks a lot of red wine though, and that's got antioxidants.
Nah, man, that's grape juice. What are you talking about?
I watched this video where they were talking about how the health benefits of red wine are kind of bullshit. Because they're like the amount of red wine that you would have to drink in order to get enough of whatever the thing in red wine that they say is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, my dad's definitely got that covered. They're like, you have to drink a lot of it in order to get it. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the benzoids.
So yeah, the one time my brother thought I was dead when I was in Oswego. So I went to this party up there and I was like, okay, I'll grab some beer. And I was drinking ice at the time, like ice beer.
My dad used to drink ice beers.
So I drank like a whole 6-pack and
That's the worst.
slamming benzoids.
Oh
Just
my
slamming
God,
them.
dude.
Just crushing them up, snorting them off the back of a toilet.
I remember getting to the party. I don't remember that morning or between that time before I was drinking all the way up to when I woke up that morning. Don't remember a goddamn
I had a
thing.
dream I was doing
And that was
cocaine
every day in
once.
his 20s.
That's crazy.
Yep. So then when my
didn't
brother
know that.
found me one time, passed out in my room, he's like, dude, you were like white. Like fucking.
Yeah, I know, I am white.
Yeah. Like seriously, like ghost, like white. And it was, and then I kind of spiraled out of control after that.
And then I drank more.
Yeah. And then 2 years ago, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm sick and tired of taking benzoids. That was a bitch because it was just all detox.
Mm-hmm.
It was just all fucking sweating. But I did it a smart way though. I kind of weaned myself off of it. I didn't just stop cold turkey because
Did you tell your doctor you were going to stop?
yeah,
Okay.
the doctor that prescribed, the doctor was like, yeah, we got to get you off this, man. Like this is fucking bullshit. They should have never put you on it. Doctor should have been.
They don't
thrown
really
away.
even prescribe it much anymore. No, they
No.
prescribe, it's called hydroxyzine.
Okay.
So if I get real bad, I don't
I
really
think
have
you're
to take
pronouncing it wrong. I think it's hydroxycut.
It's hydroxycut. No, that does the opposite. I am clearly not taking hydroxycut. Obviously. No, but they're chemically they're an antihistamine. And they're not habit forming really.
Boost bar is another one. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like non-addictive, and they tried to give me that before when I was on benzoids to stop taking the benzoids, and it didn't jack shit. It's just like nothing.
Is Boost Bar like a take it as you need it one though?
Yeah.
Because the hydroxyzine is just kind of a booster in case I have a bad anxiety attack. But there's a medication that I take every day that's probably part of the reason why I'm so fat, because it's an SSRI. And like the number one symptom is weight gain.
Yeah.
And
Massive weight gain.
massive weight gain and penis problems. I don't have penis problems though.
Yet.
Fingerboarding.
Ooh, fingering who?
You mean finger blasting?
No, fingerboarding is becoming a popular sport.
a sport?
Yeah, they're considering a fucking sport, and I played this fucking shit when I was in
Tech, motherfucker.
Yeah,
when when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, you get the tech. You get the little tiny screwdriver and the little tiny screws. You can change your trucks, and then you get a little. Wee.
People win like thousands of dollars for this shit.
Jesus Christ!
It's so fucking ridiculous. if I would have fucking
Anything
knew that.
to avoid feeding the poor.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your old tech decks still?
No, I think
You know where they make tech decks?
China.
Oh, I thought you were trying to push another button.
No,
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 I
the
mean, but yeah, no. If I knew that it was gonna pay my bills, I would have kept on going it since 6th grade. I would have practiced
Well,
every fucking day.
I think there was
It's
a
got-
long stretch where nobody cared about it. I think.
Yeah.
Is it new that it's exciting again?
It blows my mind that stupid things like that can actually get you money.
Yeah, video games. They have big video game tournaments.
Soap shoes.
That's coming back, and I'm
Motherfucking soaps, bro.
Those are
Oh.
awesome.
Can I tell you? David will remember this. There was only 3 things that I wanted growing up: baggy pants, a chain wallet, and soaps.
And to be 15.
In 6th grade, we were in the same class, and we used to at recess. We used to soap shoe all the time. They found like this big metal rod in the bushes, and we at recess.
Am I too old for soaps?
No, you're never too old for
I
soap.
always
Never too
wanted
old for
soaps.
soaps.
You know, I've never owned a chain wallet. I
No?
literally I was so obsessed with chain wallets when I was a kid. David had a fucking chain wallet.
Yep, it's
It
true.
was like it wasn't a regular chain though. It was like a ball chain.
Mine wasn't.
Okay.
No, mine was a regular chain.
Okay, so it was a regular chain. It was a leather wallet, like a trifold with clip.
Yep.
And fucking, I wanted one so bad, like more than anything in the world. I'm going to be 34 in a couple months, and I've never owned one. But
Well, you
kind of a
should
thing.
get yourself one.
I don't know if I
Wear it
should.
for the big show.
Yeah, chain wallet and some
You're-
soaps.
you're-
But then,
you're-
yeah, so when soaps were popular, and I was in like, I don't know, 13, I would have been, I guess, when you guys
Yeah.
were 15. I wanted those so bad.
Yeah.
I never got those either.
My dad would never let me have chain wallet or a necklace. Like a one, you know, it
He's
was
like, no son of mine's gay.
We're Italian.
like the
So much of a stereotype.
they were like metal little balls. Remember those? And they were-
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my dad's like, nope, you can't have it. And I'm like, why? He's like, because someone could pull on it and kill you. I'm like,
Kill you.
Yeah, like choke
Yeah, I
you.
remember
Like,
those metal ball necklaces were real popular.
oh yeah, they were huge.
Yep.
They were fucking huge. And my dad's like, nope, you can't have that. Can't have a
frosted tips.
Yeah. Well, I did have frosted tips.
I did too.
I think everyone in that period had frosted tips.
guilty.
Yeah, I think there was a stretch of time where we all looked like lesbians.
Yeah.
I know I did.
I
then-
drive a lesbian car.
That's true.
My mom wouldn't let me cut my hair
It's a cool dad car.
because she spent $200 on frosted tips, and she's like,
For
"You're not-"
you? You spent $200 on frosted tips?
Oh yeah.
David's sister did mine.
Yeah.
Well, you had family that knew how to do that.
Yeah.
No, you just, you know.
She would have
you
done it
just
for you.
Take you out in the back and.
Oh, dude. Phil Peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, when are we going to get Phil Peppers
What the
on the
fuck?
show?
We got to get Phil Peppers on the show.
Phil
So
Peppers, if you're out there, you remember us? We used to be best friends.
not long after you sent us that thing that you saw on Instagram with Phil Peppers, I saw on Facebook someone tagged Phil Peppers in something. I was like,
Yeah. It's. I don't know
Phil
why that
Peppers,
kid.
we miss you, bro.
That kid
just-
pops up on everything now. I don't know
Can
why.
I tell you? Because your
Because
phones, man.
They hear you what you're saying.
His fucking beard
Yeah, I'm jealous.
is amazing.
Yeah.
It is like
It's beauty.
when I think of what Moses may have looked like.
Yeah, but yeah,
Doesn't have a
I
big
wonder.
honking nose.
I don't think he ever listens, but if you
He's
do,
gonna listen.
if you do, email the show, bogartpodcast@gmail.com. We're at an hour 20. So what do you guys?
Here's a question for you, real quick.
Yeah, you got
So
some,
Obama's chef
China.
passed away recently.
about what?
Obama chef?
Yeah.
Because he was gonna write a book about how he used to cut up and
What-
cook children.
So I was gonna say, what did he know? Because he, accidentally drowned.
How old was he?
I don't know.
So wait, so what happened?
Obama's chef.
Okay.
Private chef that he had.
At his house.
Yeah.
Was he his chef
accident-
at the White House?
I think yes.
So he
And
accidentally
then,
drowned.
and then he left office and was like, hey, come work for us.
Okay. He accidentally shot himself in the back of the head twice.
And he drowned. Allegedly.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
What did he know? Tell us, internet. What did he know?
All right. I'll tell you what he knew. Are you ready for this? Let me start at the top. 1, Michelle Obama's a man.
Michael.
Okay? Have you seen those fucking shoulders?
You seen that? The package when she's wearing the dress?
The dress where you can see the bulge. Women don't have shoulders like... You know when you're out in public and there's a trans girl? You know it's a trans girl. You just know it. The shoulders, the height, that's... Okay. Secondly...
He got broader shoulders than a linebacker.
Barack Obama, he's a part of the In Club. You know, him and Hillary Clinton are good friends. They're definitely killing and eating children. For sure.
Yeah.
They're eating children. So what did he know? He knew all this stuff. Why did he drown? He was probably just an accident.
No, he was right. In the book.
He's worked
But
for
he
him for
was
years.
probably drunk or high and
Talk some shit. He's like, you know what, Barry? I'm gonna fucking tell everybody about you. I'm gonna fucking tell everyone what you're doing.
I mean, how many friends has Hillary had that committed suicide?
A bunch.
wasn't there, I don't know, some
Employees and shit.
I don't, it was like a billionaire.
70 something friends that accidentally died.
Yeah, I don't know. There was like some guy that knew too much and he died from like a car crash and they didn't think it was it. I don't remember who
Jeffrey
it was.
Epstein.
No, he died in prison, right? Or
Allegedly.
He did die in
Allegedly.
prison. Yeah, he strangled himself so hard that he broke his hyoid bone.
He did a lot of fucked up shit though, so I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that Ghislaine Maxwell or whatever, she's alive still, and they convicted her, but there's like no, I don't know. There's nothing about it, you know. So whatever she knows, she's managing to keep to herself, or she managed to convince everyone that she would keep quiet enough to stay alive. I don't know. Or maybe she doesn't fucking know anything and we're all crazy. Maybe.
I want to see the flight, what is it, itinerary or flight log or whatever with all the names.
Maybe we're all just letting the internet get the best of us and Tom Hanks and Hillary Clinton and Ellen DeGeneres aren't actually eating children.
They're lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything else you want to talk about, Dave?
You
had
didn't
your
tell us
notes.
what you thought happened to the chef.
Yeah.
He probably was high or drunk and probably fell in a pool
Do
and died.
you think that a man with a job that prestigious would get high and drunk?
And or drunk?
Didn't Aaron Carter, didn't he die in a hot tub?
Aaron Carter's life was going so well that he was selling videos of him finger blasting his asshole on OnlyFans.
Really?
Yes, really.
I didn't know that.
He was doing gay shit on OnlyFans. His life was a fucking tragedy. He was definitely not assassinated.
And huffing the reefer.
Huffing the reefer.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
But yeah, so I mean,
R.I.P. Nate Dogg. R.I.P.
yeah, man. Well, no. So when Aaron Carter died, at his brother Nick Carter, Nick Carter was at a Backstreet or he was doing a show, and he found out about the news, and then so they played like a slideshow on the big screen in his concert, and he's like, he couldn't. I mean, he was so devastated and shit.
Did he know? Or they just like, oh, this just in.
This just in, your brother's
I think
dead.
it was like the day after he died. They
okay.
They paid tribute. to
Hey,
him.
Nick. Yeah, what's up?
His
in-ear monitors. Yeah. Nick, your mom called?
Your brother's dead.
Your brother's dead. But listen, bro, show's got to go on. People paid to be here, so keep it together.
So
we weren't going to tell you, but we made a slideshow.
Yeah, I don't know. But Dave, anything else you want to talk about?
I know what he wants to talk about. He wants to talk about
China.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I don't know much about China, so
I don't know.
I know it's a communist country, right?
That's what they say.
No, it's a dictatorship.
Same thing.
Is it? I don't fucking know.
No, I got nothing.
All right.
That's the show.
Well, that
This has been the David
China.
Partial Project. Thanks
This
for
has
tuning
been the
in.
Nathan Tooley Bogart Podcast.
This has been
The Bogart Podcast, but we're changing the name.
I'm Evan
We're
Bogart.
changing the logo. Whole rebranding.
Are we?
Yeah.
What's it
This
gonna be?
just in.
this has been
Your
the
brother
Bogart.
died.
I just decided.
That's just in your brother's dead.
This has been the Bogart.
We got merch coming.
I almost said project.
What kind of merch?
Oh, okay. So
T-shirts, bikinis, stuff from all stuff made in.
China.
okay.
That's
so
where they make stuff.
merch is coming soon. I'm going to do a pre-order so you can get your shirt because I only have 20 medium, 20 large, and 20 extra large.
That's a lot of shirts.
Drop ship.
So I got to give you guys shirts. So
Yep.
I mean,
Here's what you got to do.
give.
You got to send us a check. and then we'll
In the
send
mail.
you a shirt.
Yeah. Well, no, it's going to be you can
Send a
Venmo me
prepaid, send a
or
prepaid check in the mail.
it's Venmo or Cash App. You know, you can send me the
Wire
money
transfers only.
and yeah, and you can get a shirt. I'll mail it out to you. Hell yeah. So that's coming a week, maybe 2 weeks. We're going to do that.
Let's give it a month. Give it a month.
We'll give it a month. Yeah.
Give it a month. Give it a month.
We'll give it a month.
October 1st.
We're going to redo the whole merch store.
Rebranding. Huge things coming.
We'll be selling dildos.
It'll be the biggest web store you've ever seen.
Dildos that are model of my penis.
Clone
Clone a wiener.
Clone wiener. Yeah, that's
Yep.
clone a wiener. But this has been the Bogart Podcast. I almost said project.
And this has been the David Partial Project.
This is Nathan Tooley.
We'll see you on the other side.
Evan, wait, real quick. How much dick do you suck?
I don't suck any.
And this has been a David Partial Recording Production Podcast.
This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.